Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Kat, and I wrote an album called The Lavender Theory, and today I'm going to be talking about the second track on the album called Strip Down. So, there was one day where I had gotten into this huge fight, and I had basically told this person to get the fuck out of my house, and they did. And I remember running to my room, crying, and I grabbed my ukulele and I was like, I just want to write about this moment. And within 5 minutes, I had written all these fragments, and it kind of just turned into this little like lullaby almost, where I wanted to just calm this person down, and I also wanted to calm myself down. And it was just like in that moment, in that fight, like really all I wanted to do was to tell you like, hey, let's just calm down. Let's strip everything away and let's just talk instead of screaming at each other. But it had gotten to, unfortunately, to the point where I was like, I can't take it anymore. Like, you gotta leave. And, but I'd sat there with my ukulele, and the first thing I wrote down was strip down, because that's all I wanted. And so I wrote like what I thought was just this poorly written song just made up of fragments, and then it turned into this happy accident of a song. So fast forward like 2 weeks after I had written Strip Down, Kaylee and I go up to start recording for the album. And our producer Mike asks us, like, what do I have fully written? And I get like really nervous because I'm like, well, I have like 4 or 5 songs that are written from like the first verse to the first chorus, but nothing more than that. And then I said, well, I do have this one song that's like fully written, but I don't think it belongs on this album. I don't think it's very good. And it was kind of just like, yeah, well, let's work with it. And I'm like, okay, I guess we will. So then he had me go grab my ukulele. I wasn't prepared to record with my ukulele at all. I was terrified that I was going to mess up and we'd have to take like 4 million recordings of it. But then it ended up just working out so beautifully. So I brought my ukulele in. We recorded maybe once or twice the ukulele, and Kaylee sat there just like coming up with this beautiful melody in her head for the lyrics. And it wasn't anything that I had planned out already. As soon as I heard her sit down and record it, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's it. That's what this song needed to sound like. And like I sat there and I cried. I teared up the first recording, and then it just turned into crying. And I just had this overwhelming like happiness and joy, and suddenly I was confident that this project was gonna work out, and it was absolutely incredible. And it was pretty much the moment I realized I can write an album, I can write music, I can do this. And it was amazing because it was all 3 different types of artists sitting in a room that just took lyrics I had written, and the producer just encouraged me to do it. And then we have Kaylee that came up with this beautiful melody, and then suddenly it just got put together, and it was like, where did that come from? And eventually Mike played around with it, where he added his voice in over the chorus, and it turned into this beautiful little ukulele lullaby melody, happy, upbeat, soothing song, and I could not be more happy with it. In fact, I think it is the best recording we have on the album.